So here we have round one of a scheduled 10 rounds of the Silver International Masters Light-Middleweight title. We have Michael Lomax in the claret and blue shorts to the left of your screen versus NODAR ROBAKIDZE to the now left of your screen in the blue and white shorts. This is the first time in the UK for ROBAKIDZE, coming from Georgia, against the experienced and operated at a high level Michael Lomax. Very, very good amateur as well, Menay.
Michael Lomax has been there and done it. He's fought all the top guys, and yeah, the brilliant amateur pedigree. Seems like he's been around forever, but he's not even that old.
Yeah, no, it comes to the fight. It's his 27th fight this evening. Winning 19 of them, 3 by KO and losing 6, 3 of them on stoppages. So yeah, you know, he's been, you know, he's fought everyone. Who hasn't he fought? He's fought, you know, Robert Lloyd Taylor. He got a win against Robert Lloyd Taylor. He lost to Craig Watson. Fought Kell Brook. Fought Bradley Price twice. He's fought Frankie Gavin and Matthew Hatton. So that's a who's who and a resume of anyone in the especially in the domestic circuit anyway, Menay.
For sure, he's well experienced domestically with all the top names in his CV, and you know, I think he will put out a nice win tonight. Looking sharp tonight as well. The Southpaw, Michael Lomax, I believe won a prize fight as well, didn't he?
Yes, he did, yeah. So yeah, he's looking to add the Silver International Masters Light-Middleweight title. Hasn't fought since about midway through the year in 2013, so he's been out for a little while, but it's good to see him on the comeback. It was a point loss last time out against Bradley Price, but it started well here in that southpaw stance. 35 years old, just taking a couple of shots there, just as he recovers there from ROBAKIDZE, and just we mentioned just before the fight about the height difference. We wondered if that might be a difference, but ROBAKIDZE just going forward and catching Lomax there.
Yeah, ROBAKIDZE got a bit lively there and put Lomax on the back foot.
It's his 21st contest, ROBAKIDZE, so he's been around a little bit. You know, he's won 9, 3 of them by KO, so it suggests that he can bang a little bit as well. Losing 8, he's been stopped 4 times, so at half his losses he's been stopped. He's drawn 3 as well, so it'll be an interesting contest here for Lomax. Yeah, he's certainly boring forward. He's certainly asked the questions. Lomax just got to use that range, just use his straight shots and drop the uppercut in for the smaller man who's come underneath. And I think that's what ROBAKIDZE is going to do, man. I think ROBAKIDZE is going to burst in and explode into rounds from time to time, and Lomax has just got to be careful of that as he bursts in. But I think if he boxes as good as we know Lomax can box, I think he should be able to come through this okay. ROBAKIDZE getting through with that right hand again. Lomax looks a much bigger man of the two, doesn't he?
I said that when I see ROBAKIDZE get in the ring. I thought he looked small.
So round 2 of the scheduled 10, like I say, it's for the Silver International Masters Light-Middleweight title. And we were just talking before about Lomax's last fight against Bradley Price, and that was a good fight, and it was a very, very close, just dropping the points decision 76-75 over 8 rounds. So a very, very close fight. I say 35 years old Lomax, but maybe a little bit of a comeback now and just warming his way back in. Nice little title if he picks this up along the way.
Yeah, I've seen him in the gym and he works hard, you know, regardless of what he's been through in the game. He seems like he still wants it.
So the 6-foot frame of Lomax, and he seems a bit more settled this round. I say ROBAKIDZE in the last round just did little bursts here and there, and just as I said that, he just burst in again, and you know, ROBAKIDZE doing well, moving to his left, trying to get that right down the middle. And as we know, when a southpaw fights a right-hander, it doesn't always make the best fight. Sometimes the style and the feet and everything can clash, but the first round warmed up quite nicely. Lomax controlling the longer work, and then ROBAKIDZE just bursting in with shots.
And I think that's what Lomax has to continue to do, just tame the horse, you know, because like you say, every so often you get them little bursts coming at him and he's just got to tame it.
Nice little shots there from Lomax. He's had a bit of a bad time recently. His last 6 fights, he's picked up 2 wins in his last 6, but as I say, he's been inactive for a little while, and you know, he's a really, really good, you know, we're sort of underselling his record just recently, sort of undersells about how good Michael Lomax is and how good Michael Lomax you know, has been in the past. So when the prize fight, that was back in 2008, so a few years ago now, 6 years ago now, Menay. That just proves how long in the game Michael Lomax has been 2003 he made his debut, so we're getting on to 11 years now of being pro boxing.
And it shows how time flies as well.
A really good servant, Michael Lomax, so the amateur game as well, so he's been boxing a long time. Just gets caught again there as he goes back with Lomax.
He's just got to stiffen up that jab a little bit more just to get that bit of respect for him.
Yeah, just stiffen up the straight shots down the middle and just be a little bit sharper. He might be just starting slow though. He's got 10 rounds to do. It's been a while since he's fought 10 rounds. His last 12 rounder was back in 2011, scheduled 12 rounder. It was against Frankie Gavin. So he hasn't boxed sort of 10 rounds for, well, a long, long time. If at all, he's never actually boxed 10 rounds, so he might be just coming in starting slow just to, be mindful that he's got 10 rounds to go. Lovely 1-2, that's better from Lomax.
Nice work there.
Nice shots there from Robinetsky, but Lomax just riding it out. Like you say, just flicking that jab out, just like to see him push off that back foot, and as you say, Menay, just stiffen that jab up. A nice right to the body there, it was a good shot from Lomax. Second round. Round 3 of the scheduled 10 on the Olivia Goodwin main event show here at York Hall. The first of 2 title fights tonight. We've got Michael Chunky Divine coming up a little bit later on, fighting for again the Silver International Masters Lightweight title. So this is for the Silver International Masters Light-Middleweight title. How have you scored in the fight so far, Menay?
I'll say 2-0 Lomax, but I've been tight. I've been tight 2 rounds so far.
Just the busier, sort of sharper work from Lomax rather than the bursts of Robinetsky?
Yeah, and I think, like you say, just them little bursts is just not enough. You need to have a continuous work rate to nick the round.
So just warming up nice. Just having a little look. Obviously, he's sleeping for 10 rounds. So the claret of blue, I'm assuming, of West Ham of Lomax. Good jab there. Just looking to just exchange. Robinetsky get a right hand in as Lomax goes for a right hand to the body. Lovely left hand from Lomax there, straight down the middle. That's good to see. Just see Lomax throw his head up. Just gets caught there. A little bit of a balance there, I think, rather than a shot. Maybe the feet of the orthodox and southpaw stance just getting in the way of each other there. He does fancy it, Robinetsky, doesn't he? He's looking for that one big shot off of the counter. He's certainly having a go.
Robinetsky does throw a good burst. He does catch you off your guard. But like I was saying earlier on, Lomax has to keep that pressure, but steadily. Just enough so he's taming him.
Good jabs for that. I'd see just Lomax double up that jab and then chuck the backhand through the middle there. I think that would work for him.
I think so, but it's like he's just flicking the jab. He's got to put a bit more than that out.
The referee just separates him here.
And even if he started to change it up, like flick a shot round to the ribs and just not get predictable, because it could come predictable. I know it's earlier in the fight, but I would change it up.
And just catch the right hand there, and that's what he's done. Just doesn't seem to be as sharp sometimes, letting them shots go just a little bit lazy, Lomax, and Robinetsky's just counting off that. Just like to see Lomax just sharpen it up a little bit in terms of speed and the speed he throws it.
It's like he's just setting a steady pace, thinking about 10 rounds, but I wouldn't think about 10 rounds, just box to every round.
Yeah, it's difficult to know for a fighter, isn't it, whether to take it easy, or I'm more inclined of you fight 1 round at a time kind of thing, but it's easy for us sitting here, boxers come with a game plan, and that may be what they're thinking of. Robinetsky's obviously hasn't fought many 10 rounders, fought a few 8 rounders before, but mainly 4s, 6 rounders, so they might be thinking the 10 rounds is taking him into the later rounds, using Lomax's experience from there and going from there. In the 3rd round. So round 4 here, let's say the scheduled 10. As we said, Robinetsky in his 21st fight, but this is his first one ever outside of Georgia. He's only ever fought in Georgia before. Doesn't seem phased by coming over here, does he? He's had certainly a go, and we were just chatting in the break there. It's hard to score which way you're scoring it, if it's the sharper work of Lomax and the busiest from Lomax, or the exciting bursts of Robinetsky. you know, an interesting fight. And how have you scored it so far, Menay, coming into the 4th round?
Well, you could give the last round to Robinitsky, but I think Lomax is trying to suss if he's going to slow down. But Robinitsky does look fit, and them little bursts he's doing, they do take energy, but they're ever so often. So it's like he's timing the burst.
Maybe they're thinking because Lomax is the bigger man, you tend to find when two fighters fight, it's the bigger man that comes on stronger as the rounds go on. So maybe they're playing with that as well. And, you know, let's not be too harsh. Lomax has been out for a little while as well, so he might be just getting the rounds under his belt, just putting his way back in. If he's been out the ring for a while, it can take a few rounds to just get that sharpness and get the ring rust off. And that's some better shots there from Lomax, looking to the right to the body. Yeah, good little shots to the body. I'd like to see him throw a few more of them just to slow Robinitsky down for the later half of the fight if he gets to there. So it just seems to be just falling a little bit short with the straight shots. Better from Lomax there, right hand. A right hand from Robinitsky just swings past the face. He's measuring that straight left hand down the middle a little bit better, Lomax. And it looks like he's woken up a bit now, Lomax, as well. Certainly control this round. So just a single jab. It just seems to be single shots at the moment. I'd like to see Lomax just tie 2 or 3 together. I think Robinitsky's there to be hit. He doesn't seem to move his head very much, so I think he can be hit with the straight shots. It just can be difficult with the southpaw orthodox to get your feet in the right place, can't it? Because it tends to be, as you step forward, the feet clash together. So it's yeah, I think he could hit him with straight shots, and also the uppercut. And the way he's got his Robinitsky's got his guards tight together, but it's straight open through the middle. And Robinitsky's looking to drop down and drop in and up, isn't it? So yeah, as you say, the uppercut could work for Lomax. Just touch him with that jab, and then maybe just throw the uppercut up the middle. He's changed that better from Lomax. Nice right hand. He's changing levels better this round, Lomax. Just coming to the body as well as to the head, which is good to see. Just varying it up. Just missing it. That's a better shot. Seems to get a bit of success with that right hand to the body in this round. Menay, that seemed to hurt him, Robinitsky, in that round. Just seemed to tuck his elbow down. He seemed to felt that one. Yeah, Lomax is showing a bit more skill this round. Definitely. Last round he was a bit ploddy and just flicking the shots, but this round he's woke up a lot more. Good jab there from Lomax as well. He's got really long arms, Lomax, isn't he? For, you know, a light middle. He's a big right middle. Right hooks there. Good round. Better round from Lomax. Okay, here we go. Round 5. Nice jab there from Lomax. A better round from Lomax there. And how are you scoring it so far? You've got 3-1 to Lomax? I'll say 3-1. I'll say 3-1. Lomax took a rest round not the last round, the round before that. But it looks like he's got his mind back on it now. So that was much better. So he just seemed to just be a little bit busy dropping levels in the last round, dropping to the body. Had a bit of success with that right hook to the body. So it's better from Lomax has got him on the back foot at the moment and just giving him something to think about by just flicking out that jab. That's awkward southpaw jab. Still single shots. A shot there from Robinitsky just missed, and then a 3 from Lomax that Robinitsky managed to get out of the way of. Good little burst there from Robinitsky, and Lomax has got a little counter in there as well as Robinitsky was getting a bit wild, pulling his chin in the air. He's got quite quick hands, Robinitsky, when he throws that little burst. Just get a feeling that this one could catch a light a little bit later on. No one's really sort of grabbed this one by the scruff of the neck at the moment, and you just get a little bit of a feeling that one stiff shot could really ignite this. It really could. Right. It really could. It could go any way, but I think Lomax is winning quite comfortably, but he's just got to be careful. Them little bursts will come at him, because anything happen, catch him off guard, you know. Well, they're big wild swings for Robinitsky, and as I say, he's won 3 by knockout out of his 9, so you know, a third of his shots, you know, 33% of his fights have come by knockout, although it has been in Georgia. We don't know what the scene's like there, but because he's throwing everything into them shots, it just takes one shot. And I've got a feeling if Robinetsky does connect one, I think he's just going to go mad and look to try and get it, because it looks like his kind of style. I think he knows he's not going to outbox and out-jab Lomax, and that's really the shot he's got.
Yeah, it does. It looks like he'd throw a wild right and come with a left hook. That's the type of like wild shot he'd come with and try and hit Lomax with. So Lomax has got to keep popping that jab, but change the direction of it by going to the body as well and make it nice and stiff.
And it's the thing for Lomax is, you know, we've got him winning the rounds, and that was better work from him. And it's kind of, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If he's winning 3 of the 4 rounds so far, then there's nothing really to say that Lomax has got to do anything differently. He's just got to keep going and keep popping his shots, and if he continues to box like this, he'll pick up the win if he carries on as it is, man.
Yeah, definitely. And he seems like he's trying to get Robinetsky to fight at his pace, but Robinetsky's not having it and keeps coming in with little bursts.
And that's what he's looking for. Robinetsky just, for me, not doing enough of them bursts. I mean, I know they take a lot of energy, and from his point of view, the only chance he's got is to get them bursts. And end of the 5th round, Lomax round again. So round 6 of a scheduled 10 rounds. I say this the Silver International Masters Light-Middleweight title. And I was just having a look in the break there. It's a bit of an age difference between the two of these. Michael Lomax is 35 years old, but Robinetsky's just 20 years of age. Menay, so a big difference in age and experience.
Yeah, there is, and I was saying how zippy Robinetsky looked when he's throwing his shots, but Lomax is doing well and he's coping with him well. When he's, like I was saying earlier, he's making fight at his pace, but Robinetsky comes with those little bursts to just try and put him off and get the odd shot in.
And we know when you're 20 years old, you're made of rubber and magic, aren't you? But when you get into the 30s, like me and yourself, Menay, all becomes a little bit slower and a little bit harder.
Speak for yourself on that one, but yeah, as I say.
Again, Lomax again, just getting back on that jab, just using the range again. Robinetsky, same as before, really just looking to raid in. Using his feet better, Lomax in this round, just looking to box around. And Robinetsky again, just burst up. Lomax just got to be careful as he backs across the way there, just to make sure he keeps his hands up, and that's better work from Lomax off the ropes there. Did really well there.
That was good work from Lomax. I liked the way he's moving. He was looking to counter, and that's what he's got to do against Robinetsky. Even though Robinetsky's got a bit of pace, he's got to come back with his shots when he's firing as well.
Yeah, he did well. Taller fighters don't tend to necessarily be all that good against the ropes, but he did really well there. Rolled round and then burst into a shot. We just mentioned before that, just seems going backwards. He dropped his hands to watch Robinetsky as he comes in. So just to be a little bit careful of that. But to be fair to Lomax, he's measuring the distance quite well. Just as I said that, he takes a right hand straight on the chin.
I like to see Lomax throw a few feints as well. Not to get so predictable, like you're saying. Robinetsky's got the age on his side with the speed. And if he's predicting what Lomax is throwing, he can come back and fire a counter. So Lomax has to fake his shots, just a few of them, like that.
Yeah, just a little bit of kidology, just fake the jab, or just, you know, a little bit of a twitch with the feet. And so this round just it's been the same as the other, just sort of taking the same sort of stamp. And Robinetsky looking to fight in bursts again, and just get through with a right hand there. Lomax using the ring better, looking to take the centre of the ring. That's what Lomax wants, isn't he? He's the more polished boxer. He wants the space behind him to move into. Better from Lomax there, 2s and 3s there.
He does, he's boxing well, Lomax.
Just left to the body there, just managed to get out of the way. Robinetsky again, just wild and getting in, and Robinetsky himself just got to be careful as he comes in. Just gets him against the ropes there, Lomax, and gets away. The referee breaks them. About 10 seconds left of the round. Again, another Lomax round, would you say, Menay? I think he's just controlled it.
I would say another Lomax round. Like you say, he is controlling it quite well. He's just popping the shots, making everything count, really.
So round 7 coming up, and again we've got Lomax just comfortably easing into a points victory here, Menay, and just using the shots nicely, his long shots. And I say it hasn't really sort of caught a light this fight so far.
No, he's just been controlled by Michael Lomax. His experience, and he's, like we said, he's fought the top British guys, and he knows how to control a fight. He knows how to slow you down and make him fight. Make you fight at his pace, and that's a good thing and a good attribute to have.
He's definitely warmed into it, didn't he? In the first couple of rounds, Robinitsky come at him and threw a few shots, but that was a good shot there from Lomax. But as it's gone on, Lomax has shown his experience, shown his class, and really just made it, as you say, fight his fight. And Robinitsky, you know, from Georgia, he's ranked number 2 in the light middleweight division in Georgia. However, there's only 24 ranked there, but he's number 2 of the 24, so that's a good shot to the body there and to the head by Robinitsky, and just caught Lomax to cover up there, just leaning down on the smaller man.
I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Lomax just wants to get the rounds in, just for you know, just for himself. So he's done the 10, and it's a bit of fitness and getting back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, you know, he's been out for a little while, and he's never fought 10 rounds before. And you know, the prize fighter was 6 years ago, so he's been around a long time. And you know, as you get a little bit older, you've been out for a little while. It's good to get the rounds under your belt, and that could be what he's saying. You know, as you're saying, he could be just looking to just get the rounds under his belt. And so he's boxed nice. You know, the first couple of rounds it looked a little bit, but that's better on the double jab. And that's what I think he just had to do, as we said earlier on, just double his shots up, just come straight down the middle. Robinitsky is there to be hit, certainly, Menay, isn't it? So
he's there to be hit, and like you pointed out earlier on, he doesn't have much head movement. He's just there, you know, in front of you, so you ain't got to look for him.
That's why that jab's had good effect so far. And although he's never really rocked the head back of Robinitsky with that jab, it's been just peppering him and just keeping him busy and just on the ropes there. And Robinitsky has got Lomax to the ropes a couple of times, hasn't he? Tried to force him.
Yeah, Robinitsky has come forward and tried to bully his way forward and throw that burst of punches. But Lomax is cunning enough and like a wily old fox, knows the game.
Nice little right hand on the break there from Lomax. And it is a good jab. It's an underrated jab. It's like I say, it's a flicker rather than a stiff jab, but that could be part of the game plan. You know, just to keep him busy with the jab rather than trying to hurt him with it. Oh, another balance bit there. Just see who's going to the right hook to the body. So every round, from about the third round, it's just sort of been a carbon copy of each other really. Lomax trying to control Robinitsky, just working in them little bursts, just getting with that right hand, and Robinitsky's having to change stance there, and give another Lomax round.
Definitely another Lomax round, comfortable.
So round 8 of the scheduled 10, 3 rounds to go, and we were sport in the last fight, the Jimmy Perrin fight, with you know, an all-out toe-to-toe war over 3 rounds, and you know, this has been a little bit better. Certainly hasn't been no classic, this one, but you know, there's 2 trainer thoughts here, Menay, isn't there? It's, you know, if it's not broke, don't. Nice right hand for Robinitsky there. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And Lomax, in his defence, doesn't have to do anything differently to what he's doing. You know, there's more than one way to win a fight, and he's winning the fight.
Exactly it. He's just controlling the fight, just popping out the jab. Every so often he will change it. Earlier on he threw a few body shots in there. Robinitsky needs to just step up the work rate and not let Lomax fight at his pace. We've said this a few times, but Robinitsky's comfortable just sitting there and letting him pop the shots.
Yeah, it's you know, if you're a boxing fan and you can appreciate what Lomax does, you know, just boxing, you know, making sort of relatively easy work of it, you know. But if you're an armchair fan, you want to see knockouts, so it doesn't necessarily appeal to the armchair fan, this fight in particular. But no, Lomax is a boxing match, and it's exactly that, and he's doing well. Lomax just I said, just them straight shots, just keeping him busy.
Yeah, Lomax is giving him a boxing lesson. What I do like for him as a southpaw, he keeps his hands both up. You see a lot of southpaws drop their lead hand, but he keeps them both tight and pings out the jab, which is pretty good. So for the amateurs looking out there who want to learn to box, they can look at that, the way he throws the jab and brings it back his hands to his defence.
So considering Lomax is 35 years old at the moment, Menay, how far do you think Lomax can go? If he's having a go now and he wants to go back up, what do you think he can achieve with the years he's got left?
Well, that's hard to say. It depends how quick he could jump in the deep end, because he's fought at the top level, you know, so it's what he thinks he can do and what he's willing to take as a risk.
As you say, he's you know, the light middleweight, it's a good division as well, isn't there? Some good boys in the light middleweight division as well. So it's interesting to see how they map out what they do from here and where they go, and like you say, whether they take a risk of one big play for a title maybe, or whether they're looking to just build slowly again and go from there. It'll be interesting to see what Lomax does over the next few fights and come together there just as Robinetsky just goes for the right hand over the top there. Ref's just going to have a little chat.
If I was Lomax, I'd try and get back out as soon as possible, as he's got the 10 rounds in the bank now, and try and build on that as soon as possible, and try and go for something substantial this year maybe.
Absolutely. I mean, he's got to keep busy now, isn't he? You know, considering, I don't mean to keep talking about his age being 35, but you know, at 35 he hasn't really got time to be fighting every 3 or 4 months. He's got to get on it now and fight as often as possible and just stay active. Definitely,
and like you say, the lower the weight, your age cannot be that high. A higher weight, your age can go on, and you peak later. So you're very correct in that.
So as you're saying, yeah, if he was a heavyweight, 35, he'd almost be considered maybe coming into his prime, or you know, in his prime at 35. But as you say, the lighter guys, I think just from a speed point of view, isn't it, man? I think it just quite quick. And again, a nice, comfortable round there for Lomax, would you say?
Definitely another comfortable round for Lomax, doing the stuff.
So round 9 here, that's over schedule 10. And if you was in Robinetsky's corner, would you be saying to your man, got to go for broke now, got to throw the kitchen sink at him?
If I was in his corner, I would have said that from round 1 to stay busy. You know, right about now, I say you've got to step up the work rate. I know it's later on in the fight and it may be tiring, but you've got to go for broke like you just said.
Yeah, so you know, try and force the pressure on Lomax. I think, you know, if they come here thinking they were going to outbox Lomax, as we said before, he's you know, a very experienced amateur, been around the game a long time, and you know, boxes really nicely. It's the only chance he's got is to sort of get in Lomax's grill and upset him a little bit from there, really. And he did it in bursts in the first 1 or 2 rounds, but we haven't seen so much of it since then.
Most definitely. It seems like the first couple of rounds he gained Lomax's respect by the little bursts he had, but since then he's not really thrown anything to shine, and Lomax is just controlling it through and through, and he just needs to step up the pace. I know it's going to be hard because the last couple of rounds, but even if he just puts his head on his chest, throws up the middle, round the corner, you know, steps back and does it again.
Nice right hook there from Lomax just to come away. And Lomax has just got a little bit closer this round, just shortened the distance a little bit and looking to throw a few more hooks this round to what he's done in the other round. Maybe looking for the stoppage, looking to try and hurt his man a little bit this round. But so he's just got that little bit closer in this round. That could also be down to fatigue. He might not want to move so much, Menay.
Yeah, that very well could be. But he's done well so far. I think Michael's thrown some good work rate and some good jabs. And, you know, changed up a little bit. I'd like to see him change up a bit more, but I think he's done okay.
It's a good right hand from Robinetsky just a moment ago, and from Lomax as well. And Robinetsky just took a big gulp of air, and his hands was down in the earlier rounds how high his guard was, and that seems to be slipping as we come into the 9th round.
It is, and hopefully Lomax picks it up so we can work a bit harder to try and get a stoppage. That'd be a big morale booster for him.
As we're saying, maybe get Lomax to turn the screw a little bit now. As I say, as his man definitely seems to be tired. A good uppercut there and a nice left hand. The ref's looking and he stopped it. We did say there we thought Robinetsky was looking tired. There's no complaints from the fighter there as well. Just too tired in the end.
Good win for Michael Lomax. He'll definitely be happy with that win, and you know, he's come back, like you say, out of a little break, and he can have a good think what he's going to do now.
And good experience there, as we said. You said you wanted to see that he managed to see if his fighter was starting to get tired, and he did, and he seemed to just put a little bit more spite in them last few shots, and got a good stoppage win. We'll just go for MC for confirmation. International Masters Light-Middleweight champion Michael Lomax, and a good win. So after a few dodgy couple of first rounds, maybe Robinetsky took over and got a nice stoppage there, Menay.
Yeah, good stoppage there, and we've got the rounds in the bank too because it's a late stoppage. So